Hi everyone, it's me, Valerie, aka Vegan Goddess Mom. Um, Today we're having nachos. It's a nacho party. See, they're kind of looking plain right now, but they will get better because I'm gonna put guacamole right on top. And then sour cream after I lick my spoon. I think all nachos need to have sour cream. I think that's what makes the nachos taste so good is guacamole, sour cream, and probably onion, but I don't like to do a whole onion and I don't want to cut it, so sometimes I just take the easy route and I buy pre-made pico de gallo. It's easy, it's readily available, it's fast. When you are stuck in traffic for 1 hour, the last thing that you want to do is go and make pico de gallo. Like, come on, seriously? Not happening. Just buy it. I mean, I don't like spending all the money and everything like that because it is so easy to make and cheap. But this was like $4. It's just a little container. But whatever, sometimes you just gotta do it the easy way. Sorry if I blocked the camera with my arm. Like I said, I'm semi-homemade vegan. So that's why I was really oniony. I like onions, but sometimes the raw plain onions are kind of spicy. And I like a lot of spice. Oops. Jalapeno. I will get into eating in just a second. I just gotta make these look a little bit better. Don't they look really yummy? It didn't take very long to make. Maybe, I don't know. What time is it, Miles? 45 minutes. My child is here, but he doesn't want to be on camera today, so I said, okay. Well, he's off to the side eating his own nachos. So, I'm just going to get right into this because I'm so hungry. So, these nachos are super easy to make. I think that we usually have them about maybe once a week now because they're so easy. And on Thursdays, I have to drive all over San Diego, I feel like, just to get home and to work and back. And I'm driving a lot. So the last thing I want to think about is making a big meal. So, or making a meal that takes too long. So this has been like our go-to Thursday or Friday meal, which is very fast, very easy, and it's so good. I just get chips, cook up some beefy crumbles of sorts, like whatever brand that you guys like to use, beef, and add taco seasoning to that. I kind of like to add my own seasoning to the meat because sometimes the seasoned meat is salty and everything that you put on this is very salty, so it doesn't need all that extra salt. And I used to love salt. Like everything was salty, but I have stayed clear from it for a while, not adding extra. And everything still tastes good because stuff that you put on it is salty. The cheese, the beans, all that. The meat itself has the salt in it. So, I just used whatever crumbles I could find, which was even more annoying. I'll tell you the story about that. I have to get up at 5 in the morning to get to work, get my kid to school. Get to work on time. So, on the way to school, we stopped at Sprouts, and because they're open at 7 o'clock. And I was gonna get the crumbles or the meat, and they didn't have any. It was out. I don't know if they were out, if they just didn't have it. So then began my search for that, and that was really annoying. And this is at 7 a.m. You would think that Sprouts would carry some sort of meat crumbles, but they didn't. So, I couldn't even find the refried beans, so that was even more annoying. So luckily, that Sprouts is right next to a Vons, so I knew Vons would carry it, so I went in and got my Gardein crumbles. But now it's after 7 o'clock. Anyway, to make a long story short, I got what I wanted. So I just cooked those meat crumbles up. And then after it's done, I throw it all on a sheet pan, like a cookie sheet, with the crumbles, the cheese, and refried beans. And then I stick it in the oven and let everything melt together, and then I just add all the toppings. I'm a condiment person. So guacamole, sour cream, any type of condiment that enhances your food is good. Sauces, I love sauces. Does anybody else like sauces like me? I usually have a bunch of different sauces, but when it's nachos, there's not that much sauces that I would put, except for the stuff that I have. Very good tonight. My first video, I wasn't really happy with that, but it was good. It just wasn't the best meal. So yeah, anyway, I get off at 4:30. I have to drive not that far to get my kid. And usually there's no traffic going north, but I had to go north, and the traffic was horrendous. So bad. Got off the freeway, which I usually don't have. It's usually not that bad, but it was forever. It took forever. Whereas usually I'm home by, if I'm off at 4:30, I'm usually home by 15-20 after 5. Today I didn't get home till 6. Traffic in San Diego was really annoying today. But it was a quiet ride home, that's for sure, because in my head I was getting very mad, but I had to keep it together. So, what do I do to keep it together? Listen to Fleetwood Mac Station on Pandora. I know, so nerdy, but I love that station. Does anybody else like Fleetwood Mac like I do? Or that kind of music? Old? Is anyone old watching this? Can anybody guess my age that doesn't know me? If you can, leave it in the comments below. I'll tell you if you're right. If I like Fleetwood Mac, that means I'm kind of old. Also, when I was getting the nachos, can you see this? It's It's like a mound of nachos. Are you done? Mm. What's in your bowl? Sorry.
Extra stuff? You can have it.
Sorry. Kid's done with his nachos already.
Hi.
That's just awesome. Anyway. Oops, sorry. Here. Can I have the Valentina? I like the sour cream. Did you like these?
Yeah, they're good. It feels like I eat more when it's on the tray.
Mm-hmm. Are you still hungry?
No.
You can have some of this.
I might have some of my snacks from school.
You can have some of this. After I went to the store, I was driving and realized that I wasn't sure if I had chips or not. I kind of thought I did, but I wasn't really sure. I was like, oh God, now I'm gonna have to go to the store again, but I didn't have to. I got home and I had some. The most disgusting drink on this planet.
It's actually good.
So bad for you. Don't drink it. Gatorade? Ugh.
At least I get my electrolytes.
You can get electrolytes from water. Hello.
Or Gatorade.
I buy alkaline water. Yuck. And he's over here drinking it like it's delicious. It's so gross. Also, Gatorade only used to be good when you were hungover. And the only colors that were ever good were red and blue.
Mom.
Yellow was disgusting. So what did you guys think of my last show? I was pretty impressed with myself. I thought it was funny. Today is kind of boring. He's making noise in the back with the sugar cookies. Remember the sugar cookies I told you about in the first episode? After I was done eating, I did have sugar cookies and hot chocolate. It was so good.
Dinner is good tonight. What's for dinner tomorrow?
Did you like it with these crumbles or do you like it with the soy riso?
Soy riso and pesto.
Big bite.
Based on what people are looking at right now, so it looks like I don't eat that well, but I eat pretty well.
Miles has been vegan for 14 years. That means
15.
Sorry, he is 15. I forgot.
It's not. I don't drink Gatorade and eat sugar cookies on the daily.
No. He's been vegan 15 years. He has not had meat before. I mean, maybe on accident.
No, on purpose, but it was like twice.
No.
No, it's been like 2 years.
I always... Sorry. Another big bite. Chips in my throat.
Okay, last cookie.
I always, I knew forever since I'd been vegan for so long. I knew for a very long time that I was gonna raise my kid vegan, and when I got pregnant, I wasn't gonna change that. This was 15 years ago, so the doctor looked at me crazy and said, or I wasn't feeling good. I had like a lot of morning sickness like all day. And she said, mind you, I worked with this particular doctor. She said, you're gonna probably have to go vegetarian, back to vegetarian, while during this pregnancy. I was like, no way, I'm not doing that. So I figured that it was the prenatal pills that were making me sick. So I just took the three um, essentials, which is the folic acid, iron, and calcium. I think I can't remember which ones they were. So I just started taking all three of those every day and getting enough protein. And I read online that you needed to get X amount of protein. So every morning I would take down a disgusting protein powder shake with, oh, it was so nasty. But I would make it so small so I didn't have to drink a lot of it. And it was so thick and disgusting. It was before all these pea proteins were like really popular. Obviously, it was 15 years ago. So the most popular protein was soy protein, and I would get the vanilla one, and I would put like blueberries. It was just so gross. So I would make sure I get enough protein, and throughout the whole pregnancy, I was vegan. I didn't take her advice. My baby, Miles, was 2 weeks overdue, and when I finally delivered him, I had a C-section, and he was 8 pounds 10 ounces. Okay, this is 0 prenatal vitamins, just me eating good, making sure I had enough protein, having my, and then yeah, so he's been vegan ever since I was vegan, and then I nursed him for a really long time. Um, so I always knew that as he was growing up that school and peer pressure and that type of thing might get in the way of him being vegan and whatever, but he didn't know anything else. This is it. Like, he didn't know what meat was or anything. And he'd always ask questions about, oh, what does a hamburger taste like? What did McDonald's taste like? What did, typical questions. And like, I had answers, but I hadn't had any of that stuff in forever. Was it good? I don't remember. Now that I think back on it, those foods were not good to me. Now, like, I think about it, I'm like, were they good? I think I liked the chicken things the best, but I don't really remember eating them. French fries, obviously, yeah, those are always good. So I just knew with him growing up and going to school, and maybe everyone around him eating meat and turkey sandwiches and whatever parents put in lunches these days, that I would have to make lunch every single day, and that I would have to keep him away from eating stuff. And eventually, like, sometimes things snuck into his snack, like if a teacher was careless at school or whatever, sometimes that would happen. And I had a teacher one time give him one of those really big cookies with the frosting all over it. It was like a sugar cookie, and she told us that he had eaten one, and we were like, what? This was in preschool, where I packed everything. I packed lunches. We're still packing our own lunch. It was a sugar cookie, one of those thick ones that you see in the store with all that pink frosting on it. She gave him one of those because she said it smelled vegan. No, hello, what? Who the hell says stuff like that? Like, where did this woman come up with It smells vegan. That's a loaded nacho. So, anyways, needless to say, we took him out of that preschool and we got him in a better one. And that one was much easier and whatever. So, as he got to middle school, grade school, and everything, he was pretty good. But when he got into like 8th grade, he kind of wanted to experiment. And I knew I wasn't going to tell him, no, you can't do this, or no, you can't do that. It's your decision. Technically, at 18, it will be his decision if he decides to eat meat or finds maybe his girlfriend's going to eat meat or whatever. I don't know. But I thought initially, like, if he wants to try it or something and he says he tried it, then I'll be okay with that. I don't want him to feel like he can't. So he did try it. He has tried it, and he has actually told me, like, I don't want to eat meat again. I don't want to eat it. It's weird. It's gross. So ever since then, that was maybe 2 years ago. So ever since then, he's been completely vegan. I don't blame him. I mean, when all your friends are like, oh, let's go here and there and eat, or they get like their own like little snacks after school. Luckily, there's Taco Bell right near his school, so if he wants that, there's always options there. But some of the friends, they all eat the just Doritos and the Cheetos and things like that. He tries those. I don't know if he ever thought they were good. He never really said if he liked them or not. So, I don't get mad at him. I can't. He'll make his own decision on his food. I'm never going to cook it for him. No way. No way. But if he wanted to eat it, I mean, I guess he would. But he hasn't. And I'm very proud of that. It's definitely a proud mom thing. If you have kids and you're trying to raise them vegan in this kind of a world, I'm not gonna lie, it's easier now. But 25 years ago, if I had tried to do that, it would have been way hard. Because 25 years ago, the only place that I could shop at was Whole Foods, but it wasn't called Whole Foods. It was called Mrs. Gooch's, and it was like the most expensive store. It still is very expensive, but that when you are X amount of years old, you don't have no Mrs. Gooch's money. Just like nobody has Postmates money, okay? No. It was Whole Food. It was Mrs. Gooch's turned into Whole Foods, and I remember my mom buying me my first cookbook, I think for Christmas. It was called the Farm Cookbook, and inside of it was a $50 gift card to Mrs. Gooch's. Which I think I bought clothes when I went there. I think I bought like a t-shirt. I didn't even know what to buy. I didn't even know what to cook. And as time went on, I just kind of learned, and like, you know, now I think I'm a pretty good cook. I do, like I said, I do like to cook a lot when I'm not being lazy. But anyways, I'm kind of getting full. I'm going to eat a little bit more. See that? Looks so good, but I can't get a good shot. It's because I'm still filming on my phone. Because we all know I don't have a real camera. But when I get one, I will let you know. But yeah, it's got beans. There's some like crumble there, meat crumble. Guacamole. I did make the guacamole, which my guacamole is pretty good. And the sour cream cheese. Follow your heart. No, what cheese is it today? I got Daiya cheese because that's what the kid likes. Daiya is not my favorite. but I'll eat it. I like the nut cheeses. Like the, I think it's like Parmela Creamery or something. It's like a cashew or almond cheese. It's in a red package at Whole Foods. That's probably my favorite one. But I didn't go to Whole Foods today. I went to Sprouts. So, anyway. This is only my second video. I'm trying to find a good setup so you can see the food and you can see me. I still look like crap, obviously. I didn't even go to the gym and I still look like crap. I can't see without my glasses. I wasn't wearing them the other day though because I felt like I already looked ugly enough. Anyways, I'm getting pretty full and I feel like I need a drink of water, people. Remember, I don't drink. That was a good bite. Sometimes when you're eating food like this, the only thing you can drink is water because it tastes so good. Now my twin sister would tell you differently. She would say Pepsi from the fountain would be good. Or Coke. Sometimes it is good though, but oh God, no. The only other, and my kid said sparkling water, which is usually my go-to, but I don't have any right now. Favorite sparkling water? Probably the 365 from Whole Foods. And so guys, I actually got cut off because I wasn't really sure how long this video would be. It is kind of long, so I'm sorry, but I finished my food and I'm just gonna drink some water. What I was saying at the last sentence in there was Topo Chico sparkling mineral water is probably the best. It is the best. But anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna go. Please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And I promise I'll get better at this. This is just my second video, so we'll see how it goes. And hopefully I'll be back soon and posting more videos. Comment and like my video. Comment on my video and like my video. And in the comments you can ask me questions and maybe tell me what you guys like to eat or whatever. But anyways, thank you for watching and hopefully you'll all be back to watch me again. Thank you.